Hey guys, this is Sam Helix, and today we're going to talk about reverb. So reverb is an effect you can put on your sounds to make it sound bigger, to really get some depth in your mix. Today I'm going to show you guys how to use it on the drop and how to use it on the break as well, because there are some differences. Today we're going to talk about this topic because I used to do this not wrong, but in a different way, which sounds way muddier in your mix, and I want you guys to do it right from the start. So let's jump right into FL and let's see what we can do. Okay, so here we are in FL Studio. I got my trusty old pluck here. It's a pluck from the from the Identity Records Future Bounce 2018 pack. It's a really cool pack. You can check it out. And I just put it here in a mixer track, basically, in track 6. And there's nothing on it just yet. Dry, it sounds like this. Okay. So now we're gonna add reverb to it. Most people, I see it, and I started like this as well. I started out like this, just put the reverb, like Valhalla Room or any reverb, straight onto the sound. What's going to happen here is that you have the sound is gonna get processed, so you're gonna have like your distortion maybe, and some other sounds, and then you have the reverb. All that is going through the reverb, which is okay. But then you're gonna get another sound. Let's say you have a sound on track 7. You have a sound over there, and you get another reverb on there. You have two different kinds of reverb, which are going to interfere. So now it sounds like this. Okay. So what I do is I make sure it's not as an insert. I always make sure I have a separate bus with the reverb. So let's call this reverb. Yeah? Okay, we make it yellow, just for it to be clear. So now the sound of this is going to go through the reverb. And you always want to make sure, if you bus your reverb, always make sure the mix is on 100%. And then this, the amount of like what the sound is going through the reverb, this is basically the same as this. It's going to control how much of your sound is going to go through the reverb and how much is going straight to the master. You can use this, you can hear it actually. If I turn this slowly up while playing it, you're gonna notice that I get more and more reverb on there. See, now it's 100% reverb, now it's no reverb. So put it somewhere in the middle, just how much you like. And you can of course change the preset of your reverb. You can mess around with that. It's like high cut up, depth up. You can do whatever you want. So now you can process your sound separately, and you can process your reverb separately. And the cool thing about that is because the reverb does make some extra frequencies, you can clean it up real nice. You can put like an EQ after your reverb, so you can have the reverb. See, there's some sounds in there that you don't like. Just take them off. Just say, hey, I don't want you. Sounds a little bit thin, but maybe like this. See, you're still gonna lose some information over there. And that's really interesting about this tactic. I always call them tactics because I think it's like little tricks you have to learn, you know, in order to get to like a better end result. What you can also do is sidechain your reverb. So get a kickstart in there, and this way you don't have any reverb drowning your kick or whatever. And then you can give this sidechain, of course, as well. Like, you can do whatever. So you can still separately process your lead and process your reverb. And I think that's really interesting because you can do some really cool things with that. You can pretty much go very far in this. But usually I just make sure I clean it with a filter or with EQ. And then I make sure I sidechain it if it's in the drop. So if I use any reverb in the drop, I always make sure I sidechain it so that the kicks come through clean. And I think that is really, really interesting trick about using reverb in this way. And for breaks, I pretty much do the same, but without the kickstart. So I make sure I have the reverb, and then I clean it up with a EQ. And then you're instantly gonna, you're not really gonna notice if you listen to it by itself. But if you have all these elements going through this reverb, it's going to sound nice and clean if you cut off the low end. Otherwise, you're gonna really get some mess in there. This is how I do my reverb, and I hope you guys learned how to do it effectively. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit the like button. Also, subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Hit the bell icon to get notified every time I make a new video. Also, I have a new track out. It's a remix for In the Middle by Zed. If you guys want to check it out, it should be in the description down below. And I'll see you in the next one.